Hello and welcome to the
Ambrosia Society!
We have 1 week left to complete the Reaper Awards, so here's everything you need to know, including the cheats, to get through it as fast as possible. This is week 1. The quests are Assistant to the Grim Reaper and A Call Away. This is the pop-up you receive on week 1. The quest starts with waiting to receive the Ambrosia Society newsletter. Once it arrives, go to your mailbox, click Get Mail, then go to your inventory, find the letter, and hit Read. This will check it off of your to-do list. To cheat cooking skills for the next task, hit Control, Shift, and C all at the same time, then type Testing Cheats True. Once you do that, you can type in this cheat to max your cooking skill, which you will need for the rest of the Reaper Awards. Now go to a stove or oven and click Cook. Choose a recipe, and once you're done cooking it, it will check it off. Now you'll have enough points to go to the event UI and claim the Grimophone reward. Now go into build mode found in the upper right corner, go to rooms, living room, and then hit the stereo. Here you can buy the Grimophone for 655 simoleons. Then when you place it down and go back into live mode, our next task will be to summon the Grim Reaper, which you could do by clicking on the Grimophone and hitting Summon the Grim. This will check off the next item on your list. Now you have to wait for the Grim to appear so you can meet and socialize with him. Once you introduce yourself or say something to him, it will check it off of your list. This is where things get weird. This event has different objectives depending on what packs you have. Since I have the paranormal pack, it requests me to ask the spirits about Ambrosia by using the seance table. If you don't have paranormal stuff, I don't know what it requests, so don't ask me. Anyways, after you ask the spirits about Ambrosia, you'll finish the Call Away quest. The spirits will let you know that you need to start growing snapdragons, apple trees, and cherry trees in preparation to make the death flower. Next quest, Assistant to the Grim Reaper, asks you to order a starter flower seed packet, which you can do by clicking on a computer, going to More Choices, going to Order, and then Purchase Seeds. Add +1 to starter flowers and hit the check. Now you'll need to plant a lily and a snapdragon, so go to your inventory, find the seed packet, and open. This is a snapdragon and this is a lily. Go to a plot of land and place them down. I recommend using a planter box inside, but outside works too. Now click a flower and hit plant. This will check off 2 tasks on your to-do list. Now we have to wait for the plants to start to grow, so in the meantime we're going to ask 3 Sims about Ambrosia by going to the street and finding someone to talk to. Once we introduce ourselves, it'll give us an option to ask about Ambrosia. The first person will tell us that it can bring a ghost back to life, the second person will tell us it's a gourmet food, and the third person will tell us we need to be able to fish. Now we can put in our next cheat, which is a gardening cheat, so that we will be able to research a plant and then later graft. Once you do that, go to a plant and click Research. Once that's checked off, the last thing to do is research Ambrosia on a phone, tablet, or computer. Go to the bottom left corner and click on your phone, go to Home, and then scroll down to Research Ambrosia. Now you have finished the Assistant to the Grim Reaper quest. You've also learned that it takes 3 rare ingredients to make Ambrosia. The rewards this week are a gardening skill book, the original freezer bony, the Grimophone, a cooking skill book, earrings of immense demise, an energized potion, the Scare Seeker Lot challenge, and a happy potion. The Grimophone comes in these swatches, and these earrings of immense demise come in these swatches. Now for week 2. This week we get the Trad Goth Jeans and the Green Lady's Tome. The quests are Digging Holes and Friends with Death. This is the pop-up that you get for week 2. While we wait for the Ambrosia Society newsletter, we're going to become friends with the Grim. So we're going to go back to the Grimophone and summon the Grim again. And I recommend going to Friendly and doing Affection and Compliments, and then going to Romance. This will prepare you for later quests down the line. By the time you do that, the Ambrosia Society newsletter should probably be there. Once you get it from your mailbox and read it, the next task will be to complete an aspiration goal. I recommend going to your aspiration and hitting the star. Once you do that, go to Fortune and click Fabulously Wealthy. Now you can put in this money cheat to automatically up yourself to the next level. This way, whenever you get a new quest to complete an aspiration, you could just put in that cheat. Another option is to put in this cheat and it will automatically complete a milestone in your aspiration. Next, we have to apply the Scare Seeker lot we got from week 1. So go into build mode, then in the top left corner, click the Traits panel. Then go to Lot Challenges and apply Scare Seeker. Once you go back into live mode, it will automatically get checked off. Since we've already cheated our cooking and gardening skills, next two quests are really easy. For taking a cutting from a plant, I'm going to click on a plant that's already growing and take cutting. Now we can cook a recipe of level 4 or higher by going to the stove and cooking anything. Now we have finished the Friends with Death quest. Our next objective is to order a starter fruit seed packet from the computer. Click on the computer, go to More Options, then Order, then Purchase Seeds. Add one to starter fruits and hit the check. Then go to your inventory in the bottom right and open it. Place cherries and apples down on the ground and then hit Plant. Once these two objectives are crossed off, it'll ask you to fertilize 2 plants, which you can do by clicking on a plant, going to fertilize, and using either the flowers and fruits that you have left or any fish that you have in your pockets. To catch 3 fish, find a fishing post by water, and then go fishing. Now wait to catch 3 fish, and then you'll get the pop-up that finishes the Digging Holes quest. Our rewards for this week are the Tradgoth jeans, the 2nd volume of the Gardening Skill Book, the Starborn Freezer Bony, Instant Hygiene, the Green Lady's Lost Tome, and Instant Fun. These are the swatches the Tradgoth jeans come in. Now on to week 3. This week we get the Tradgoth Buckle Up Boots and the Grim Cruiser. The quests are the first ingredient and learning from the lady. This is the pop-up that you get for week 3. The first objective is to read the intro to the Green Lady's Tome. You can find it by going into build mode and typing into the search bar. Then click and drag it onto the property and go back into live mode. Once you click the book, it gives you an option to read book intro. This will cross it off your list. The next objective is to cook a recipe level 5 or higher, so go to the stove and cook something. Once it's finished, it will be crossed off your list. Next, you have to cook a gourmet meal, so use this cheat to max your gourmet cooking skill because you will need it by the end of the Reaper rewards. Now click on the stove and hit Cook a Gourmet Meal. Then choose anything from the list below. Once you finish that, you have to graft a shoot from a plant or research grafting. You can do this by going to a plant and hit research grafting. Now learning from the lady's quest is done. The first ingredient, you have to wait for the Ambrosia Society newsletter, so I recommend going to the mailbox and expediting mail delivery. Once the mail does get there, pick up the Ambrosia Society newsletter and read it. This will show you the next quest of Fish with Bait and travel to Caster's Alley as long as you have the Realm of Magic game pack. To do this, we're going to go to our phone and hit Travel, then scroll down to Travel and go to Glimmerbrook. Choose a lot close to this little arch and then zoom in, and once you click on it, hit Travel to the Magic Realm. Once your sim goes through the portal, it will automatically be checked off of your to-do list. So go straight home and then put in this cheat. This will max your fishing skill so you can fish with bait, and then go back to the closest fishing post and then click Fish with Bait. If you don't have any bait, try fishing for a little bit to get extra fish. Now to catch an angelfish, I recommend using this cheat and then going to build mode. Once you're in build mode, go to the kitchen and click on this bowl. Then find frogs and place a few down on your lot. Once you do that, get your sim to pick them up and put them in his inventory. Now you can go to your phone and click Travel and go to Willow Creek, find a sparkling fishing post and fish with bait using your frogs. Now the first ingredient will be finished. The rewards are the Tradgoth Buckle Up Boots, Sugar Skull Freezer Bony, Birds of Paradise, the Grim Cruiser, and the Batfish. These are the swatches the Tradgoth Buckle Up Boots come in. Week 4 unlocks the Life and Death tattoo and the portrait of Lady Mimsy Alcorn Shallot in the garden. The quests are Death's Favorite Flower and Flirting with Death. This is the pop-up you get for Reaper Rewards Week 4, and I'm going to start by talking to 3 plants by clicking on a plant and then hitting More Choices and Talk to Plant. Once that is crossed off, we can research Ambrosia again, and I'm going to do it on a computer this time by clicking on the computer and going straight to Research Ambrosia. To obtain a death flower quickly, put in this cheat. Once you do that, you can go to build mode and simply go to the search bar and type in death flower. Once you find it, you can click and drag it onto the lot and go back into live mode. Then drag it into your sim's inventory and complete the Death's Favorite Flower quest. For Flirting with Death, we have to wait for the Ambrosia Society newsletter, flirt with Grimm, and then fulfill an aspiration goal. Expedite the mail again, then once again use this cheat to complete your next aspiration goal. or use this cheat. Once you do that, the next objective will be to summon Grim Reaper on your lot. So go back to the Gramophone, call him over. Then, once you find him, click on him, go to More Choices, Romance, Flirtation, and Flirt. Now, the last thing to do is to wait for the Ambrosia Society newsletter. Once you read it, you'll get the next option to cook a recipe of level 7 or higher, and you know what to do. After you finish that, cook a gourmet recipe. And once you complete that, you'll finish the Flirting with Death quest. The rewards this week are the Metallic Freezer Bony, the Life and Death Tattoo, an Inspired Potion, Portrait of Lady Mimsy Alcorn Shallot in the Garden, and the Fishing Volume 2 skill book. The portrait of Lady Mimsy moves to show her with her ghost lover and oozes green slime. Gross. The Life and Death Tattoo is filled with butterflies and sparkles. Now for week 5. This week we get the Tradgoth Button Up and the Spectral Spritzer. The quests this week are an Inspired Potion and Skilled Chef. Here's the pop-up for week 5. And our first objective is to complete a want, which you can find above your Sim's head in the bottom left corner. Hover over them and do what they say. Once we do that, the next objective is to purchase the Potion of Youth. To do this, we need satisfaction points, so put in this cheat to up your satisfaction point level. Once you do that, you can go to your aspiration and the reward store. Scroll down to Potion of Youth and buy it. Now you've completed an inspiring potion. And we have to wait for the Ambrosia Society newsletter and read it. Then we can cook and gourmet cook. Now we've completed the Skilled Chef quest. Our rewards are the Tradgoth Button Up, the Happy Potion, the Plush Freezer Bony, a Moodlet Solver, and the Spectral Spritzer. Also a sleeper placement. Here are the swatches the Tradgoth Button Up comes in. And in order to make the Spectral Spritzer, you'll have to put in this cheat to up your mixology skill. Once you do that, go and click on a bar and make a drink. Scroll down to Spectral Spritzer, and it will glow like this while your Sim is drinking it. Once your Sim finishes the drink, you'll get the achievement Ghostly for adding a ghost to your household. He'll be able to float and also possess objects, which looks like this. Now the final week of the Reaper rewards, where we get the Prowling Peeper Eyes and the Casket of Quiet Repose. The quests this week are the Moment of Truth and Fruits of Your Labor. This is the pop-up for week 6. And we start by cooking ambrosia, making sure that we have the angelfish, the flower of death, and the potion of youth in our inventory. We go to cook a gourmet meal and scroll all the way down to ambrosia. Once we cook it, we'll finish the Moment of Truth quest. Next, we have to host a social event. If it doesn't go well, then we'll get a new quest of getting a silver or better result from the party. Before doing this, make sure all the Sims in your family's needs are up to their max level or close to it. Then go to your phone, go to social, and plan a social event. I chose to do a house party. Once you do that, make your own Sim the host, then invite guests. I would not recommend hiring an entertainer, a mixologist, or a caterer because they just kind of get in the way. Next, choose a location for your event, and then hit the check mark. The party will start immediately, so pay attention to the goals in the upper left, and try to obtain a silver by the end of the party. Now you've finished the fruits of your labor, and all the quests. This week's rewards are the Glow-in-the-Dark Freezer Bony, Jet, the Prowling Peeper Eyes, the Casket of Quiet Repose, Cow Plant Berry, Trash Fruit, the Want Refresher, a Death Flower, and the Retrading Potion. Now we have our full collection of freezer bonies, and here's what the Prowling Peeper Eyes look like. The Casket of Quiet Repose has all the options that a regular casket from the Vampires pack would have, and now the event is complete. Congratulations. I hope you found this helpful. All the cheats will be listed in the description below. Please like and subscribe, and if you want more, you can watch my other videos of our Reaper Rewards event playthrough. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.